Winter weather continues to disrupt daily life across the Charlotte area, and for some, that disruption means losing their only way to get to work really, or a warm place to stay. CAT service was suspended yesterday and hopes to get back up and running at noon Monday. So WCNC Charlotte's Anna King has more on how riders are being impacted and what CATS is saying about this tonight.
Tonight, bus stops and transit centers across Charlotte sit quiet as riders who depend on public transportation search for other options. As hazardous winter weather continues across the region, CATS announced all transit services is suspended. In a statement, CATS says crews are working around the clock to clear station platforms, bus stops, garages, and transit centers, with hopes of resuming select service Monday. But for some, the impact was felt before Sunday even arrived.
We had two of our guys that left yesterday to work after the game at the Spectrum, and the buses weren't running. And
Phillips says they didn't know the service had stopped.
They did not know that they had actually stopped at 3 p.m. yesterday. So they waited for a while, and then the buses stopped, and they had to walk back here. And so by the time they reached us, they were like icicles.
Advocates say the loss of transit doesn't just affect paychecks, it affects safety.
There are some that wanted to try to get to the women's shelter for the overflow, as well as to the men's shelter. But without the buses running, and then the roads still being kind of bad, it's been hard to get people to where they need to be.
Yes.
For riders like Kai Archie, the cuts mean walking and enduring freezing conditions.
You either gotta walk or go to the herb and ask them for vans that go places like here, the shelter.
Archie says when transit shuts down, options disappear.
It's hard for everybody, really. And they really need to put more attention on that. That sometimes you can't just shut everything down, because some people, they rely on that too much.
Advocates say essential workers are also caught in the middle. And they say safety matters, but so does access.
There has to be some type of middle ground when we have these types of situations, because you still have people that are considered essential employees, and they rely and depend on that transportation. If I can't make it to work, I don't get paid. And if I don't get paid, it's going to affect my household.
CATS says bus and Blue Line services will not start until noon on Monday due to continued hazardous road conditions. Bus services will operate on detours, express bus services remain suspended, and the Gold Line is still not running. In Charlotte, Anna King, WCNC Charlotte.